This is UIN National News and Information for and about people of color.
Welcome to UIN with Brooklyn Alexander, Ebony Elizabeth, and Alexander Caden. The Rancho Cordova Police Department has defended the use of excessive force by an officer caught on camera beating a 14-year-old black boy. Former presidential candidates Julian Castro and Senator Kamala Harris brought attention to the video of the beating over the overage purchase of a Swisher Sweet cigar. For the second time, a judge has ordered that R. Kelly should remain in prison despite his request to be released on bail due to the coronavirus pandemic. The U.S. District Court acknowledged Kelly's first claims that the conditions at the Metropolitan Correctional Center have worsened since the spread of the coronavirus. However, she noted that based on provided evidence, the singer is not uniquely at risk to contact the disease. An earthquake measuring 5.5 on the Richter scale has shaken Puerto Rico. The tremor struck early on Saturday, rattling the city of Ponce and damaging some buildings. There were no immediate reports of casualties. Tenants across the United States have started to organize in an effort to halt rent and mortgage payments as unemployment rates skyrocket due to the coronavirus pandemic. In an effort to keep the city as safe as possible during the pandemic, Los Angeles has officially become the first major U.S. city to offer free COVID-19 testing for all of its residents. The L.A. mayor announced the news, revealing that the testing will be offered to all residents, whether they have detectable symptoms or not.
JetBlue Airlines has become the first U.S. air carrier to require its passengers wear face coverings on flights and covers all areas of travel with the company, including check-in, boarding, flight duration, and deplaning. The company's president says the move isn't about protecting yourself, but more about protecting those around you. Both United and American require their flight attendants wear masks, but face coverings are optional for their passengers. Social distancing guidelines from the White House expired on Thursday, leaving states to decide how to move forward. Dr. Anthony Fauci says we're taking a significant risk and has repeatedly sounded the alarm against doing too much too quickly. He's also warned governors their decisions could set back the progress their states have made. Meanwhile, a new report warns the pandemic could last for up to 2 years.
Medical residents training to be family doctors, dentists, and psychiatrists are being put in charge of caring for the critically ill. A coronavirus patient in the Bronx, New York, died after unprepared medical residents set her ventilator too high and subsequently made her heart stop. The woman in her 60s was being cared for by the overnight shift of family medicine residents, who later said they didn't know how to work the ventilator settings. President Trump's re-election campaign is ordering red Trump-branded face masks. Campaign organizers hope the mask, meant to guard against the spread of the coronavirus, will help Trump woo older voters who are particularly vulnerable and make some money at the same time. The president has stated that he doesn't wear protective masks and has indicated he has no intention of ever wearing one. Ebony?
Thanks, AK. Joe Biden seems to be the inevitable Democratic Party nominee, but he has yet to choose a running mate. If he wants to win and bring real diversity to his presidential ticket, he needs to choose a black woman. There's Stacey Abrams, longtime Georgia state legislator, Val Dennings, current Florida congresswoman and former Orlando chief of police, Kamala Harris, a current U.S. senator, New York Attorney General Letitia Tish James, our former First Lady, Michelle Obama, U.S. Representative Ayanna Pressley, U.S. Representative Terry Sewell, former Ohio State Senator Nina Turner, U.S. Representative Maxine Waters, and finally, Oprah Winfrey, who needs no introduction. Back to you, AK.
The elite Maryland private school attended by Donald Trump's son Barron and the Brentwood School in Los Angeles, attended by Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin's son, are collecting taxpayer stimulus aid, and Mnuchin is demanding that the money to wealthy schools be returned, but neither school plans to give the money back. Texas lifted stay-at-home orders for its 29 million residents. Hair salons in Maine welcome customers back inside, and in Alabama, clothing boutiques opened their doors. Nearly a dozen states tentatively returned to public life on Friday, the first mass reopening of business since the coronavirus pandemic brought America to a standstill 6 weeks ago. President Trump is expected to sign a 5-page executive order under the Defense Production Act to compel meat processing plants to remain open amid the coronavirus pandemic. 19 minors aged 9 through 16 are suspected of stealing over $1 million in cars from North Carolina dealerships in Winston-Salem and Kernersville. The thefts occurred at 12 different dealerships, and several dealerships were targeted twice. All but 6 of the vehicles have been recovered. There's news out that Tara Reid, the woman accusing Joe Biden of sexual assault, is not the first. In fact, she's not even the second or the third. She's the 8th. 7 other women, all of them Democrats, have accused the former vice president of sexual assault or some form of inappropriate kissing or touching. An Hispanic Drug Enforcement Administration agent and a telecommunications specialist have been accused of stealing personal protective equipment, toilet paper, and other supplies from an agency warehouse in South Florida amid the severe nationwide shortage. It wasn't clear exactly how much of the supplies the men took or what they intended to do with them, but the matter was serious enough that both were suspended, and Special Agent Javier Hernandez was asked to hand over his gun pending an internal review.
You've been listening to UIN. For news and information for and about people of color, visit our website at uinews.net.